Good morning. How is everybody? I know it's been a while since I've gone live. Dr. Vong here. Um, I'm going to start going live every single morning around this time, except for Wednesdays. And at Wednesdays, I'll go noon Central Standard Time. But if you want to catch me live around 9 a.m. every single day for the month of May, why? I promised my secret group that I would go live every day in May, but today's May 8th, and I still haven't done it. So I knew that there was a problem. I knew I kept lying to myself. I knew I wasn't going to do it. And so I just made them the promise today that I was just going to go straight live at 9 o'clock every single day. Um, so let me catch you up what I've been doing. I have this secret weight loss challenge group that is doing really, really well. And I go live in that group every single day. So when I go live in that group, I don't really feel like going live on my regular page. But my regular page is where, I do all my COVID talks and things like that and weight loss tips. But honestly, the whole talk with COVID was gotten so negative and stuff. And so I just quit doing it. But I need to start doing it again because, we are worse off a year now. When you talk about globally, a year into this pandemic, we have more cases than we've ever had globally. So this is problematic. Now, why are we talking about push-ups? Why are we talking about push-ups? Okay. The reason I'm doing push-ups is because about okay, first of all, you have to know something about Dr. B. They call me the skinny Asian for a reason. Like I am scrawny. I am small, right? And so I don't like to exercise. And so for the longest time, I was like, I need to do push-ups, but I won't do it. I don't know why I won't do it. I have this block. So one day I just said, I'm going to do one push-up. And then it dawned on me that, like, okay, if I do one push-up, I have to tie it to an activity. So this is the lesson that I was trying to teach my tribe members, like Libby and Christina, and about what if you tie an activity you hate to something to a reward that you love, you're more likely to do it. So I started with one push-up about, I don't know, 2 months ago. So right now I'm up to 28 push-ups. So I'm going to do 28 push-ups, and then I can go garden. Now this is not going to be a very long live. I'm just kind of setting the framework for you guys. I actually get to pick up my daughter Kizzy today, who lives with her mom, and she gets to come over. This is my backyard. Swim in my pool. We're gonna have a brunch, and it's gonna be fantastic. So here we go. 28 push-ups. You guys ready? Who's ready to see me do some push-ups now? That's right. That's Body by V Girl. That's awesome. Set a goal, timetable. That's awesome. Exactly right. Do one push-up, one a day. That's exactly what you got to do. Okay. So, who's ready to see me do a push-up? All right. Let's see. How should I do it? There we go. I think we'll do it for a minute. You'll see my top of my head. All right. 28 push-ups. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Oh. One. Count me down. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was 28, baby. How'd I do? What'd you guys think? Woo! Another thing is, a year into the pandemic, I'll be honest with you. I did. Thank you. Calm down. 28, baby. So I've gained 12 pounds during COVID, and it's all in my belly. I don't like it. So I will tell you about 2 months ago, it would have been hard to do 28. I would have had to stop. So I hit those 28 pretty good, right? Tomorrow, every week I up it by 2. So I should do 30 starting tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Woohoo! Awesome. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, like, what we need to do is this is what I've been teaching my no, because this is what I teach my my challenge group. You know, you have to have a system and parameters, right? So my parameter is, if I want to garden, and I love to garden, I need to do push-ups because I'm trying to, get in better shape and that sort of stuff. And I really hate exercise. I really hate to do push-ups. I don't like the being tired, being sleepy, but I love to garden. So in your life, if you want to change your life, there is something that you're trying to avoid, right? There is some pain. You're either running away. This is Tony Robbins. You're either running away from pain or running towards pleasure. It's either pain or pleasure. So I gained 12 pounds because, just like everybody else, like, you're locked down, not doing much, not working, drinking too much. So at some point you have to decide, all right, I don't get any younger. I got to do this now. But what happens is people won't get started. So how do you get started? Well, I love to garden. And I just decided that if I'm going to garden, I have to do push-ups first. It's really that simple, guys. It's really that simple. And your life will change if you do that, right? Your life will change. So what I want you to do is find something in your life that you got to get done, but you don't want to do it. Taxes, your finances, decluttering. Tie it with something you love to do. Gardening, swimming pool exercises, new recipes, watching Jeopardy, whatever it is, tie those together and start small. Tip number 2. See, I don't max out. Like, I started with 1 push-up. The day 1 I just did 1 push-up. And I was like, okay, that's silly. I'll do 10. And then I went from 10, now I'm up to 28. Because it's really these small steps that keep you going. A lot of people go, oh, you got to max out. You got to go hard. You got to do this or that. Like, nah, that's how you stop. That's how you hurt yourself. First of all, that's really how you hurt yourself. Start with 1 knee bend. Start with 1 squat. Start with 1 wall push-up. Start with looking at 1 bank account, 1 spreadsheet. You don't have to do it all. Like, start with 1 corner of your kitchen to declutter. Start with 1 drawer. Start with whatever. And then reward yourself with whatever it is you want to do. Walk in the park, whatever you like. And I promise you, your life will change. Now, listen, as the world is opening up to COVID, post-COVID, we are at 580,000 deaths, American deaths, 580,000 American deaths. And what is the biggest travesty for me is that this could have been avoided. That's number 1. It didn't have to be 580,000 American deaths. But what I know is going to happen that I'm really fucking irked about is that Americans are going to spin the story like, oh, look at us. We did so great. We got our numbers down to 45,000 cases a day. And look at Brazil. They're at 60,000 cases a day. Look at India. They're at 414,000 cases a day. Fuck that shit, man. I'm telling you that 580,000 cases, and we'll have 700,000 deaths before this is all said and done, right? We'll have 600,000 deaths by July. Like, it didn't have to be this way. So much so that approximately a year ago today, I did a video that said, if we do everything we're supposed to do, and we control this pandemic, and we shut down, we follow all the guidance, and we handle this right, we will be lucky. We will be lucky if we have 100,000 deaths. And I got so much hate. I was like, you're a fear monger. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, if you want to get Dr. V triggered, stay in your lane. You're nobody, blah, blah, blah. Because I said we would have 100,000 deaths if we did everything right. And now we have 580,000 deaths, 700,000 before it's all said and done, American deaths alone. And you still have idiots who think it's a conspiracy, who thinks the vaccines were rushed, stupid idiots who barely passed science class, and they think like the vaccine is going to change your DNA Stupid shit, man. See, you can't. And it's a large reason why I quit doing these Facebook lives on my fan page, because it was just like so corrosive, so bad. But I'm back. I'm back because I'm a man of my word. I'm holding, my challenge wants me to do I said I was going to do it. So every single day, including tomorrow, Mother's Day, I will go live at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, except for Wednesdays. Wednesdays, I'll do it at noon. Okay? Get vaccinated, get healthy. As the world reopens, listen to me. This is important for the ones watching right now. You have to listen to me. We are a global community. So the same idiots who made fun of me are like, well, see, we're all good, and India is on the other side of the planet. They don't even fucking know where India is on a globe. They're like, well, it doesn't affect us. Do you understand how much we depend on India? Tech support, clothing, tapestries, any of that, technology, everything, medicines. I haven't even talked about how many pharmaceutical medicines and stuff like that come from India. A lot of it comes from China too. So these are the same idiots who are running around acting a fool. And then what's going to happen? We're going to have that Indian variant, right? So the reason why this is spiked is because there's an Indian variant, and that Indian variant is going to come to the United States, cause another spike, just like the UK variant did to us in March, right? That's problematic. And that all that does is that's going to stretch out this timeline even further and further and further. We won't go back to normalcy. See, I've gotten my second dose. A week ago, I got my second Moderna vaccination. And between 24-hour and 48-hour period, for that day, I didn't feel so hot. But fine, And you know what? A week later, I still don't have a monkey tail. I don't know what, I must have gotten something wrong, because I still look the same. I still think the same. I don't have a monkey tail. Like, what the hell? What the hell went wrong? So these are the same idiots who are going to drag out because they have no fucking impulse control. They cannot control themselves, man. Like, they're like, oh, we're going to gather. You can't tell me what to do. You're a mascot. You are sheeple. You're the fucking sheeple. You're the ones, So if by that logic, I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not a sheeple. All right, fine. So by that logic, then when the CDC says, okay, we're all clear, you don't have to wear your mask now, are you going to be like, oh, well, if they tell me not to wear a mask, I'm going to wear a mask? See, no. See, they just want things their way. That's the fucking problem. That's why you've gained weight. That's why your bank account's empty. That's why we're about to hit this horrible economic crisis. These are all things I talk about in my challenge, and these are things that I'll be going on live with every single day in May, and I'll be talking about it. So I'll be talking about COVID through the lens of my gardening, through the lens of the money, the economy, and it's greater impacts. Like, y'all don't need me talking about vaccines. Y'all don't need me talking about the death rates. We all know how that works now. What y'all need me to talk about is the upcoming fucking financial crisis, job loss, like everything, the real estate market bubble. That's what I'm going to be talking about while I do my push-ups. Okay? So if you've enjoyed today, every single day, same time, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, except for Wednesdays, I'll do that at noon. Okay? Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.